My trading bot has made me over 200K in prop firm payouts and is completely hands-free, fully automated, and I built it myself. In this video, I'm going to show you everything on how it works, how I built it, and all of my clients' results. If you ever thought trading was too complicated or a scam, watch this whole video because I'm going to show you real numbers and not just talk. So you may be asking on why I built this or how did I get into day trading. So a little bit about my backstory. I was playing Division I football at the University of Hawaii. I was kind of in a little sports gambling, betting type of thing. I know it was illegal with the NCAA, but I was a walk-on, so I had to make money and I had to find a way to make extra cash because I was, looking at all these, scholarship guys around me getting stipend, getting, NIL deals, and I wasn't getting any of that. So I was like, okay, I need to get some money. So I started sports betting. I was making, a decent amount of money. And one of my teammates was like, hey, Alan, hey, AC, put me on. And I was like, okay, dude, yeah, I got you. So I put him on the book or whatever with one of my good friends, and he went down $1,000 the first week. And I'm like, hey man, you gonna pay? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna pay, just give me a week. And then the next week he went down another $1,000, and I'm like, dude, come on, bro, you gotta pay last week's and you gotta pay this week's now. And then the bookie somehow let him bet again for the next week. Long story short, he lost another $1,000 and he went $3,000 in debt, money he didn't have. And at the time in my bank account, I only had roughly around $3,000. So when I had to pay the bookie, that was all my bank account, and I was broke at the time. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, how can I make money? What is a way of me flipping my money, getting rich quick type of thing? So I saw these people posting online, day trading, TJR, all of that, whatever. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. All my whole life in high school, using AI, I was like, okay, how can I use AI into day trading, right? Because especially for, day trading is such a thing where it's you need months and months to be successful. So when I first started day trading, I was like, how can I bring this with AI? And so I started researching with AI, and I made this indicator. This is what's kind of got me going. And the indicator was doing very well. And I was trying to find a way on, I was like, how can I fully automate this into a trading bot? Because I was like, okay, I'm trying to make this trading bot, and I was making these trading bots, I was failing, but I was playing football at the time too. So I was like, okay, I gotta make this work. I don't have much money, I gotta make this work. I was playing football at the time. Am I gonna play football? Is this what I want to do, or do I want to start day trading now that I got into this? And I had this passion for building this indicator or using AI to discover day trading, and I never had this sort of passion before for day trading. And when I was at football and I was doing all those lifts, workouts, practices, I was kind of feeling sick to my stomach, and I was like, this is not something for me. I don't know. I was playing football, and I was thinking about I could be at home grinding, working on my business, making money. And I was like, okay, you know what? I need to prove to myself that I can actually day trade. So I created this bot, fully automated, hands-free, just off multiple strategies using quantum, order flow, micro scalping. Tried it all. Finally found something that actually worked with verified results on Monte Carlo, back tested it. And then I started using the bot, right? Passed my evals the first week, which was awesome. And then got a payout about 2.5 weeks later for $6K. At that time, I'm sitting there when I just had $300 to my name. And I'm like, wow, $6,000, this could be something. It's nah, I gotta prove to myself more before I quit football. And I was, then I showed up the next day playing football, and my stomach was even worse. I was like, oh no, this is not it. So I gotta quit football. So I went home that day and basically was like, you know what, football is not for me. I need to quit. And I was like, I'm gonna stay in school or whatever. So I quit football, and then I went to class the next day. Long story short, 10 minutes in the class, I was like, this is not for me. This, I'm not going to school. Basically just dropped out of school, went all in onto my business and all in onto this bot. And I'm like, I gotta scale this. I just gotta scale trading. And I started learning more about day trading, getting into gamma levels and order flow and rejection blocks, and really mastered my day trading and really got dialed on this bot and making this bot super profitable. And long story short, we're here now, man. Fast forward, the bot finally got dialed, and I was able to get a lot of payouts off the bot. And I was like, I gotta get my friends on this bot. So I started getting my friends on this bot, and then my buddies started getting payouts, and they're making money. And I'm like, okay, now I gotta get this out of here. So I started, selling the bot to my customers and all you guys, and then all my clients are making money. My clients are getting 10K payouts right here, 6K payouts. They're constantly getting payouts, and I was like, this is it. This is what I am made for. and this is what I'm sent to do. And that's when I was like, you know what, dropping out of football and quitting school, it was worth it. This is it. Like, especially when I got my grandma a payout. I got my grandma a payout using the bot, you know, especially for someone who's never traded. Her first ever set of accounts she passed. Her first ever set of accounts that she passed, she was able to get a payout on, and it was awesome. And I was like, you know what, if my grandma can do this, everyone can do this. And then now I'm so excited to show you guys the bot and what it does and everything. So the bot is really simple. We only run the bot Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It is a micro scalping order flow quantum bot, and what it does is it finds these quantum entries within the movement of New York Open, and it quickly micro scalps a trade, and we're in it for a trade for about 1 to 3 seconds long. So the average trade or waiting for a trade is about 10 minutes. So we like to start the bot roughly around 6:25 a.m. and then have it run into about 6:40 a.m. and then roughly around all of that time we'll get a trade between that window just based off volume. It's super simple on how it works and the setup and everything. You just pretty much just open the bot on your MacBook or Windows. It's like an app that you download or whatever. It's super simple. You open up the Mac or whatever and you just click start bot. It's super simple, just like that. Waking up in the morning, click start bot, and then letting the bot do the trade and everything for you. And then to get set up, it's super simple. It's just, you know, putting your email in and your API key attached. That we use prop firms to trade our bot, which is even better because no one wants to trade their own capital at first, and especially for someone getting into day trading, prop firms is the best thing for you. Prop firms, if you don't know, it is a way to trade without trading your own capital. You can buy these 100K combines, and these combines is pretty much just you have to make a certain amount of money without losing a certain amount of money. And if you make a certain amount of money, you get accepted into live funds where you can be able to request a payout after a certain amount of winning days. And what our bot does is pass those funded accounts and then get a payout. So it's super cool. Put about $800 in, and then 4 weeks later you could see a 10K payout. So the return on it is insane. So the bot has a 58.5 win percentage with a 124 risk reward, and it's all verified on Monte Carlo. This bot has been live for about 3.5 months, 4 months, and I have made my clients over 300K in profits at 19 years old. I'm gonna read some frequent questions I get asked. Is it a scam? Yeah, I get it. You know, like day trading, everyone thinks it's, you know, day trading is a scam, and that's why I literally show verified data every single morning. I show all my trades, my wins, my losses, and I'm very open about my trades and everything I do, from, you know, requesting payouts, buying accounts. I'm super open about the whole thing. And then this person says, what about a losing day? Yeah, obviously it doesn't win every single day. It has a 58.5 win percentage, so obviously there's gonna be losses, but the wins are a lot greater than the losses, so, you know, the wins are always gonna outweigh the losses. I'm not technical. I have never traded. Can I even do this? Yeah, there are setups for, you know, on our Discord that shows you videos on how to download the bot, how to set up the bot, how to start the bot, and then I also live trade every single morning where I show you, you know, my trades from getting placed and all of that. What about prop firm rules? Yeah, so the bot is built inside the rules. We're only allowed to trade on 2 prop firm accounts that allow trading bots, and those 2 prop firm accounts allow you to have 5 accounts each, so we're allowed to have 10 accounts in total. Why are you even sharing this if it works? I shared this because I make money when you run it. You know, obviously I want you to win. When you win, I win. So that's my goal. And honestly, I also like proving to people who said I'd fail wrong, especially when I put on all my friends and put on all you guys. You guys can show the world more about my bot. Is it too late? Yeah, so we're actually one of the first showing verified results. It's super early. The bot has only been out for about 3.5 months. I don't plan closing it to customers for about another year from now. So realistically, you need about $4,000 to start. It's about $3,000 a month for the bot, and the second month is free, and then there's about $1,000 for the funded accounts. But I'm super open about working with my clients. Like, you know, if your rebill is coming up and you're like, hey, dude, I got a payout coming up in 2 days. I'm like, okay, cool, dude. We'll wait on that. I don't mind rebilling. If you actually want to use this bot, fill out the application link below. We'll see if you're an actual good fit, and we'll hop on a call and get you set up with the bot. I also have a free Discord linked below if you want to join. Look at all the client testimonies, results. Even if you want to ask an active member how they're doing with the bot, you are more than welcome to. I hope you understand a little bit more about my journey with me starting the bot, creating the bot, and I'm super excited to share this bot with you guys. And if you have any questions, you can comment down below, and I'll be more happy to answer them on my Instagram.